Should you start? Yep, start. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد يا علي يا عظيم يا غفور يا رحيم أنت رب العظيم الذي ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير فهذا الشهر نظمته وكرمته وشرفته وفضلته على الشهور وهو الشهر الذي فرضت صيامه عليه وهو الشهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان وجعلت فيه ليلة القدر وجعلتها خيرا من 1000 شهر فيا ذا المن ولا يمن عليك من علي بفكاك رقبتي من النار في من تمن عليه وادخلني الجنة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم رب الشهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن وافترضت على عبادك فيه الصيام صل على محمد وآل محمد وارزقني حج بيتك الحرام في عام هذا وفي كل عام واغفر لي تلك الذنوب العظام فإنه لا يغفرها غيرك يا رحمن يا علام. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم إني أفتتح الثناء بحمدك وأنت مسدد للصواب بمنك وأيقنت أنك أنت أرحم الراحمين في موضع العفو والرحمة وأشد المعاقبين في موضع النكال والناقمة وعظم المتجبرين في موضع الكبرياء والعظمة اللهم أذنت لي في دعائك ومسألتك فاسمع يا سميع مدحتي وعجب يا رحيم دعوتي وأقل يا غفور عثرتي فكم يا إلهي من قربة قد فرجتها وهموم قد كشفتها وأثرة قد أقلتها ورحمة قد نشرتها وهلقة بلاء قد فككتها الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. الحمد لله بجميع مهامده كلها على جميع نعمه كلها الحمد لله الذي لا مضاد له في ملكه ولا منازع له في أمره الحمد لله الذي لا شريك له في خلقه ولا شبيه له في عظمته الحمد لله الفاشف الخلق أمره وحمده الظاهر بالكرم مجده الباسط بالجود يدا الذي لا تنقص خزائنه ولا تزيده كثرة العطاء إلا جودا وكرما إنه هو العزيز الوهاب اللهم إني أسألك قليلا من كثير ما حاجة بي إليه عظيمة وغناك عنه قديم وهو عندي كثير وهو عليك سهل يسير اللهم إني أفوك عن ذنبي وتجاوزك عن خطيئتي وسفحك عن ظلمي وسترك على قبيح عملي وحلمك عن كثير جرمي وعندما كان من خطاعي وعمدي أطمعني في أن أسألك ما لا أستوجبه منك الذي رزقتني من رحمتك وأريتني من قدرتك وعرفتني من عجابتك فصرت أدعوك آمنا وأسألك مستانسا لا خائفا ولا وجلا مدلا عليك فيما قصدت في إليك فإن أبطأ عني عتبت بجحلي عليك ولعل الذين أبطأ عني هو خير لي لعلمك بعاقبة الأمور فلم أرى مولا كريما أصبر على عبد لعيم منك علي يا رب إنك تدعوني فأولي عنك وتتحبب إلي فأتبغض إليك وتتودد إلي فلا أقبل منك كأن ليتطاول عليك فلم يمنعك ذلك من الرحمة لا والإحسان إليه وتفضلي علي بجودك وكرمك فارحم عبدك الجاهل وجد عليه بفضل إحسانك إنك جواد كريم الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فالق العصبة ديان الدين رب العالمين الحمد لله على حلمه بعد علمه والحمد لله على عفوه بعد قدرته والحمد لله على طول عناته في غضبه وهو قادر على ما يريد الحمد لله خالق الخلق باسط الرزق فالق الأسباب ذي الجلال والإكرام والفضل والعنآم الذي بعد فلا يرى وقرب فشهد النجوى تبارك وتعالى الحمد لله الذي ليس له منازع يعادله ولا شبيه يشاكله ولا ظهير يعادله قهر بعزة الأعزاء وتواضع لعظمته العظماء فبلغ بقدرته ما يشاء الحمد لله الذي يجيبني حين أنادي ويستر علي كل عورة وأنا أعصي ويعظم النعمة علي فلا أجازي فكم من موهبة حنيعة قد أعطاني وعظيمة مخوفة قد كفاني وبحجة منيقة قد أراني فعثني عليه حامدا وأذكره مسبها الحمد لله الذي لا يحتك بحجابه ولا يغلق بابه ولا يرد السائل ولا يخيب آمله الحمد لله الذي يؤمن الخائفين وينجي الصالحين ويرفع المستضعفين ويدع المستكبرين ويحلق ملوكا ويستخلف آخرين والحمد لله قاسم الجبارين مبير الظالمين مدرك الهاربين نكال الظالمين صريخ المستصرخين موضع الحاجة طالبين معتمد المؤمنين الحمد لله الذي من خشيته ترعد السماء وسكانه وترجف الأرض وعمارها وتموج البهار ومن يستبه في غمراتها الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله الحمد لله يخلق ولم يخلق ويرزق ولا يرزق ويطعم ولا يطعم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وأمينك وصفيك وحبيبك وخيارتك من خلقك وحافظ سرك ومبلغ رسالتك أفضل وأحسن وأجمل وأكمل وأزكى وأنمى وأطيب وأطهر وأسنى وأكثر ما صليت وبركت وترحمت وتهننت وسلمت على أحد من عبادك وأنبيائك ورسلك وصفواتك وأهل الكرام كرمة عليك من خلقه. اللهم وصل على علي أمير المؤمنين ووسيء رسول رب العالمين، عبدك ووليك وأخي رسلك وحجتك على خلقه وآياتك الكبرى والنبأ العظيم. وصل على صديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين. وصل على سبطي الرحمة وإمامي الهدى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. وصل على أئمة المسلمين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي حجتك على عبادك وأمنائك في بلادك صلاة كثيرة دائمة. اللهم وصل على ولي أمرك القائم المؤمل والعدل المنتظر وحفاه بملائكة المقربين وأيده بروح القدوس يا رب العالمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم اجعله الداعية إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك، استخلفه في الأرض كما استخلفت الذين من قبله، مكن له دينه الذي ارتضيته له، أبدله من بعد خوفه أمنا يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيء. اللهم أعزه وأعزز به وانصره وانتصر به وانصره نصرا عزيزا وافتح له فتحا يسيرا واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخلق. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دولة كريمة تعز بها الإسلام وأهله وتذل بها النفاق وأهله وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقضاة إلى سبيلك وترزقنا بها كرمة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملنا وما قصرنا عنه فبلغنا. اللهم المم به شعاثنا واشعب به صدعنا وارتق به فتقنا وكثر به قلتنا واعزز به ذلتنا واغني به آئلنا واقضي به أم مغرمنا واجبر به فقرنا وسد به قلتنا ويسر به أسرنا وبيض به عجوهنا وفك به أسرنا وأنجح به طالبتنا وأنجز به مواعيدنا واستجب به دعوتنا واعتنا به سعلنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا واعتنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع المعتين. اشفي به صدورنا واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك، إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إله الحق آمين. اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكثرة عدونا وقلة عدادنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتظاهر الزمان علينا، فصل على محمد وآله، وعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تعجله، وبضر تكشفه، ونصرة تعزه، وسلطان بحق تظهره، ورحمة منك تجللناها، وآفية منك تلبسناها، برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصل اللهم على محمد وآله الطاهرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم برحمتك في الصالحين فأدخلنا، وفي علينا فارفعنا، وبكلس من معين من عين سلسبيل فاسقنا، ومن الهور العين برحمتك فزوجنا، ومن الولدان المخلدين كأنهم لؤلؤ مكنون فأقدمنا، ومن ثمار الجنة والهوم الطير فاطعمنا، ومن ثياب السندوس والحرير والاستبراق فألبسنا، وليلة القدر وحج بيتك الحرام وقتلا في سبيلك فوفق لنا، الصالح الدعاء والمسألة فاستجب لنا، وإذا جمعت الأولين والآخرين يوم القيامة فارحمنا، وبراءة من النار فاكتب لنا، وفي جهنم فلا تغلنا، وفي عذابك وحوانك فلا تبتلنا، ومن الزقوم والضارع فلا تطعمنا، ومع الشياطين فلا تجعلنا، وفي النار على وجوهنا فلا تكببنا، ومن ثياب النار وسرابيل القاطران فلا تلبسناها، ومن كل سوء يا لا إله إلا أنت، بحق لا إله إلا أنت فنجنا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إني أسألك أن تجعل فيما تقضي وتكدر من الأمر المحتوم في الأمر الحكيم، من القضاء الذي لا يرد ولا يبدل، أن تكتبني من حجج بيتك الحرام المبرور حجهم، المشكور سعيهم، المغفور ذنوبهم، المكفر عنهم سيئاتهم، وأن تجعل فيما تقضي وتقدر أن تطيل أمري في خير وعافية، وتوسع في رزقه، وتجعلني ممن تنتصر به لدينك ولا تستبدل بي غيري. أعوذ بجلال وجهك الكريم أن ينقضي عني شهر رمضان، أو يطلع الفجر من ليلتي هذه، ولك قبلي تبيعة أو ذنب تعذبني عليه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا ذا الذي كان قبل كل شيء ثم خلق كل شيء ثم يبقى ويفنى كل شيء، يا ذا الذي ليس كمثله شيء، يا ذا الذي ليس في السماوات العلى ولا في الأرضين السفلى، ولا فوقهن ولا تحتهن ولا يبنهن إله يعبد غيره. لك الحمد حمدا لا يقوى على إحصائه إلى أنت، فصل على محمد وآل محمد صلاة لا يقوى على إحصائها إلا أنت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. إلهي وكفى السائلون ببابك، ولاذ الفقراء بجنابك، وكفت سفينة المساكين على ساحل بحر جودك وكرمك، يرجون الجواز إلى ساحة رحمتك ونعمتك. إلهي إن كنت لا تغفر في هذا الشهر الشريف إلا لمن أخلص لك في صيامه وقيامه، فمن للمذنب المقصر إذا غرق في بحر ذنوبه وعثامه. إلهي إن كنت لا ترحم إلا المطيعين فمن للعاصين، وإن كنت لا تقبل إلا من العاملين فمن للمقصرين. إلهي ربح الصائمون وفاز القائمون ونجا المخلصون، ونحن عبيدك المذنبون، فارحمنا برحمتك واعتقنا من النار بعفوك يا كريم يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى اللهم على محمد وآله الطاهرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم أدخل على أهل القبور السرور. اللهم أغن كل فقير. اللهم أشب كل جائع. اللهم اكس كل أريان. اللهم اقض دين كل مدين. اللهم فرج عن كل مكروب. اللهم رد كل غريب. اللهم فك كل عسير. اللهم عش لكل فاسد من أمور المسلمين. اللهم اشف كل مريض. اللهم سد فقرنا بغناك. اللهم غير سوء حالنا بحسن حالك. اللهم اقض عنا الدين وأغننا من الفقر، إنك على كل شيء قدير.
That's it. Good job,
آواز بلندر صلوات. کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائے، کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائے، پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائے، کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائے، لے گئی باپ کا سایہ تو سروں سے ان کے، لے گئی باپ کا سایہ تو سروں سے ان کے، اب یتیموں کو ہوا چاہے جدھر لے جائے، پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائے، کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائے، ایک دو گھر کے چراغوں کو بجھا دے لیکن، ایک دو گھر کے چراغوں کو بجھا دے لیکن، چھین کر کوئی نا امیدیں سحر لے جائے، پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائے، کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائیں. پاؤں زخمی ہے جو راہوں میں ہے پتھر کانٹے. پاؤں زخمی ہے جو راہوں میں ہے پتھر کانٹے. جان عابد کو کہاں تک یہ سفر لے جائیں. پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائیں. کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائیں. بولی ہوگی علی اکبر کو سجا کر زینب. بولی ہوگی علی اکبر کو سجا کر زینب. چاند کو میرے کسی کی نہ نظر لگ جائے. بول ہوگی علی اکبر کو سجا کر زینب. بولی ہوگی علی اکبر کو سجا کر زینب. چاند کو میرے کسی کی نہ نظر لگ جائے. پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائے. کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائیں. سوچتی ہوگی یہ بانو میرا بچ جائے سہاگ. سوچتی ہوگی یہ بانو میرا بچ جائے سہاگ. حرملا مجھ سے میرا لخت جگر لے جائے. پاس زینب کے بچا کیا ہے جو گھر لے جائے. کس طرح اپنی تباہی کی خبر لے جائیں. نعرہ صلوات.
آگے آ جائیں تھوڑا تھوڑا پلیز. بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات. بسم اللہ.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین والصلاة والسلام علی اشرف الانبیاء والمرسلین خاتم النبیین شفیع المذنبین رحمتا للعالمین مولانا و سیدنا ابی القاسم محمد. وعلى آلہ الطیبین الطاہرین لا سیما بقیت اللہ فی الارض. ارواحنا له الفداء مولانا حجت ابن الحسن عجل اللہ تعالی فرجہ الشریف. اللہم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد, respected Muhtaram Ulama, respected elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Mu'mineen, can I request you to recite Surah Fatiha for the following marhumin of the sponsors: Mehrun Nisa Rizvi, Sayyid Raza Panjatan Rizvi, Mehdiya Khatun, Razia Begum, Sadiq Hussain, Sayyid Jamil Raza Rizvi, Wazir Panjatan Rizvi, Ghulam Panjatan Rizvi, Masood Kazmi, Saeed Kazmi, Shamsun Nisa Kazmi, Amina Khatun, Najam Durrani, and Nasid Jafri. And for all marhumin, rahimallahu man qara al-Fatiha. Bismillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, which was what we were discussing yesterday, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُم مِّن قَبْلِ أَن يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ. There will come upon you a time of death, and when death comes, nothing can delay it. Spend in the way of Allah before death comes to you. فَيَقُول, because then you will say, رَبِّ لَوْلَا أَخَّرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ قَرِيبٍ. Khudaya, if only you can give me a little bit more time. What would I do with that time? فَأَصَّدَّقَ وَأَكُن مِّنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. I'll give more sadaqah, and I'll be of the good doers. I'll do more good deeds. وَلَن يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. Allah says that never will we grant any more extra time to a person once his time has come. Once your time is there, that's it. There's no going back, there's no extra time. So when a person leaves this world, when death comes upon a person, you will see that there are different experiences of every person. Sometimes the person's soul will be taken with extreme harshness, that it will hurt them beyond imagination and beyond description. Sometimes it'll be like the sweet smelling of a flower, that in your just breathing in and out of that fragrance, your soul will come out. Sometimes the angels of death will come with extreme severity, hitting you on the face, on the back. Sometimes they will come with extreme etiquette and respect, saying, Salamun alaykum tibtum. Peace be upon you, you are pure, you have become pure. Sometimes you'll be taken with izzat and honor. Sometimes you'll be taken with extreme disgrace. Why? Why such differences? Khudaya, why can't you just give everyone a wonderful experience of death? Khudaya, why can't you just give us all mercy? Allah will say in response that I will take you all with mercy, but you are closing the door of mercy on yourself. It is not that I'm closing the door of mercy. My mercy is always open. My mercy is always open. You are closing the doors of mercy on yourself. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, he says in this holy month, in the famous khutbah of Sha'ban, he says in this holy month, Inna abwab al-jannah or Inna abwab al-janan, the doors of heaven for you in this month are open wide. Don't shut them on yourselves. Allah has left everything open for you. You can have access to His mercy and His heaven. You will shut the doors on yourself. That's your problem. That's your problem. So now what does it take then for us to leave this world easily or in difficulty? What is the thing that is keeping our soul from coming out with ease rather than difficulty? This is the key question. Azizan Muhtaram, there is no easy way to say this. There is no easy way to say this. There is no soft way that I know anyway. Anyway, my style is usually not very soft anyway, but I don't know any soft way to say this or an easy way to say this. So I'm going to be very blunt and just tell you. The thing which will make your soul come out with difficulty is attachment to this world. Hubbe dunya, ta'alluq be dunya, holding on to this world, love of this world, going after this world, investment in this world. This is what will prevent your soul from coming out with ease and make it coming out with difficulty. Why? See, when the angel of death comes and he says, okay, now your time is done. Let's go. The more you are in love with this world, the more you are in love with this world, the more hubbe dunya which you have, you will say, I don't want to come. Leave me alone. Go away. Leave me. Let me stay in this world. I have built my heaven here. This is for me is heaven like. Even though this world is extremely corrupted and so many issues with it. But anyway, some people, they say that we have our heaven here. We don't want to come with you. Leave us alone. Imagine the malaika of Allah. The person will say, leave me alone. I don't want to come with you. The malaika will say, no, you have to come. It's your time. Now you have to come towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He'll say, no, leave me here. Like in Farsi, I don't know which poet it is, I've forgotten, but what does he say? He says like, you're like a bird. Think of a bird. Bird has two sides of it, right? It has one, which is the what do you call that thing? The talons, the talons? The claws, the talons of a bird, the claws of a bird, the sharp nails or fingers of a bird. And the other side of a bird is the wing. Okay? So what does the poet say? He says, Tan, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. He's drawing a difference between Tan and Jan. Tan and Jan, body and spirit. Tan wa Jan. Tan zade andar zameen changal ra. Your body has pushed its claws and its talons into the ground. I don't want to go from here. I'm going to stay here. Like a child sometimes, he holds on to something when he doesn't want to leave a place. He says, I'm not going to leave here. I'm going to hold on to this place. So, tanzade andar zameen changal ra. The body, your physical self, which is all to do with this world, because the body, after you die, it remains in this world. It doesn't go in the hereafter. Tanzade andar zameen changal ra. The body has put its talons and claws into the ground, not wanting to leave. Jan kashide suye bala balha. But your soul can't wait to leave this place. It has stretched its wing up as if, I want to fly away and leave this place. I want to leave this place. What is this place? Honestly, tell me the happinesses of this world. What are they like? They're short-lived. They're temporary. And they're full of misfortune anyway. In this world, for any pleasure you have to feel, you have to feel pain before it. Yes or no? Right now, you ate, you enjoyed your meal, yes? You enjoyed your iftar, inshallah. What did you have to feel before enjoying iftar? You had to feel the pain of hunger before the pleasure of food. When you drink something and you feel, oh good, alhamdulillah, I've quenched my thirst. You have to feel the pain of thirst before you can quench your thirst. Every happiness, khushi, has to be preceded with pain and dukh in this world. That is the rule of this world. Everything is intertwined with happiness and pain. In the hereafter, no. In hereafter, there's no pain. There is no dukh. There is only happiness. But some people don't understand that. So they invest so much. When I say invest, I don't mean, don't work, don't do business. Aimma alayhim salam worked. Aimma alayhim salam did business. Aimma alayhim salam traded. Aimma alayhim salam had budgets and houses and expenses. Please don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say. When you invest in this world, what I mean is that you become so much attached to the world that it's to your detriment. It's to your detriment. Like what? See, we all have to work. Okay? We all have to work. One of the biggest ibadats in Islam is to have halal income and rozi. We have to work. It's part of life. Are you so much connected with your job? Are you so much connected with your dunyavi job? Are you so much connected with your income and your job that, for example, you'll say, well, what can I do? As many people of you have told me during my time here, I'm quoting you now, but Maulana, we have to live in this society. Okay. So are you so invested in your job? Are you so much addicted to your job that, for example, You'll say, well, I have to work. So if my namaz gets qaza, well, so be it. It has to be like that. Unfortunately, I can't avoid. In the winter months, Zohar and Asr gets qaza, I can't do anything about it. Will a woman say, well, you know what? My friends and my social circles mean so much to me that if I remove my hijab, then so be it. What can I do? I'm living in 21st century America. Now, what do I do? That is what I mean by wrong investment in this world. That's the wrong way to invest in this world. Work, by all means, is one of the most best ibadats, which is in the eyes of Allah. Earn, work, earn your halal income. Do that. But don't cross the boundary. The main reason why we cross these boundaries is what? Who can tell me? What do you think? What is the main reason? Why do we cross the boundaries? Allah has said to us, I'm going to guarantee you your risk. Your risk is from me. Don't worry about it. Why do we worry about it? Why do we say, well, you know, I have to go and, for example, God forbid, my work colleagues are going out and they're going to a bar or they're drinking. I have to go with them. It'll look bad if I don't go. I have to stay within my company. Why do we do it? If Allah has guaranteed a risk for us, why do we do it? Any suggestions? Lack of faith, lack of iman. I'll tell you what it is. You're right, lack of faith, lack of iman. Fear. Fear. We're scared. We are scared. If I don't do this, I'll become poor. If I don't do this, I won't be able to make the payments on my house. If I don't do this, the bills will pile up. If I don't do this, I won't have enough left at the end of the month. If I don't do this, something else will happen. Fear. We're scared. When Allah has told us, don't be scared. Inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahzanun. The friends of God are those who they don't fear nor do they grieve. But maybe we don't trust Allah. He created us. He created this world. He created this system. He created the money that we crave. He created the business that we work in. He created our boss. He created the financial structures around us, one way or the other, however you look at it. Eventually, He's the creator. He created our minds who have built all these financial structures, but we don't trust Him. And then you say to me, but Maulana, we have to live in this country. So who's telling you not to live? But live in a halal way. Live in a good way. Do you have to cross your boundaries? Do you have to violate the laws of Islam? So the key difference between those people who leave this world in a anxious way, in a painful way, compared to those who leave it in a very nice way, welcomed by angels, welcomed by Aimma alayhimus salam, will be their attachment to this world. Those who are attached will have a very tough time. They will not want to go. They will have to be forced to go. Imagine someone has to pull you and force you with strength and force. It's going to hurt. Imagine if you yourself want to go very easily and quickly. It's not going to hurt at all. Ad-dunya sijnul mu'min. Dunya is a prison for a mu'min. Hadith. Dunya, this world, is a prison for a mu'min. He can't wait to get out. He can't wait to leave this prison, this limited, very oppressive place that he's in. Wa jannatul kafir. And it's the paradise of a disbeliever, one who doesn't have faith in God. He loves this place. He doesn't think of anything afterwards. We, on the other hand, know. We say we have a much longer, beautiful, richer life ahead. If anything, this world is the most basic of lives. Let me explain one more thing regarding this world itself with salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. The name dunya. Dunya. The name dunya. What does it mean? This dana means to be low. Dunya is the lowest. The lowest. It is the lowest form of existence in that sense. Barzakh is a higher sense of existence. Akhirat is even higher sense of existence. This is the lower sense of it. Whatever you see here, it's the most basic of everything which is to come. Any pleasure here, and there are pleasures obviously, but any pleasure here is nothing compared to the next stage and the next stage. But we are willing in these few years, in these 60 and 70 years of our lives, this short time that we're on this earth, we are willing to sacrifice our forever life for our very, very temporary life. It's very, very strange. Doesn't make sense. Ayyuma alayhim assalam, Amirul Mu'mineen, again and again telling us this dunya should not be your concern. This dunya should not be your main worry. Don't worry too much about your worldly life. Do everything you need to do. No one is telling you not to. You need to work. You need to pay the bills, pay them. You need to travel. You need to eat well, sleep well, do it. No one will stop you. But don't cross the different boundaries, because you have to give account in the next world for what you have done in this world. Let's have a salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So now we see this hadith from Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. He gives us the formula of how to reduce worldly attachments. He gives us a formula. He says, Aksir zikr al-maut. Remember death frequently. Frequently remember death. فَإِنَّهُ لَمْ يُكْثِرْ ذِكْرَهُ إِنسَانٌ إِلَّا زَهِدَ فِي الدُّنْيَا. There won't be anyone who remembers death often, except the result will be that he will lose interest in this world. That doesn't mean he will stop living. That doesn't mean that he will leave his home and go and live in a cave somewhere. Even that's not allowed in Islam, actually. In Islam, we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to abandon society forever and live somewhere where there's no one. It means that you'll have less interest. Let me give you an example. In order for your house to run properly, you need to do a few things, right? You need to make sure, for example, that the house is clean. Generally, we like clean houses. You need to make sure that it's organized. You need to make sure that, for example, after you've eaten, things are tidied up. You put the food back in the fridge. You put the dishes in the dishwasher, or you put them away, or whatever your system is. Do you enjoy doing that? Do you enjoy doing that? Do you enjoy doing these household chores? Do you enjoy vacuuming and ironing and washing clothes and washing dishes? Do you enjoy it? I don't think any one of us enjoys it. So why do we do it? It's a necessity. Because we want to do other things which are more important and more enjoyable, we have to do these things. Do you find interest in these things when you do them? Do you find interest? Do you think, oh wow, yes, tonight I'm going to load the dishwasher. I can't wait. Tonight I have to do the vacuuming and the dusting. I can't wait for that. Yeah, they do, but do they enjoy it? You're really not very interested in these things, but you do them. You have to do them, but you don't have an interest in them. You do them so that it allows you to enjoy other parts of life. You do them so that it allows you to enjoy other parts of life. You don't do them for those things' sake. The same thing will apply to this world. Do everything you need to do. Do everything you need to do. But do them for another greater, more important aspect. Work, but work because you have one eye on the hereafter. Khudaya, I'm working. Why? Because you have told me I should be productive. I should give back to society. I should pay my bills and my commitments. I should support my family. Khudaya, that's why I'm working. I'm not really bothered whether, I'm saluted as a multimillionaire or I'm a road sweeper. That doesn't bother me. Khudaya, you have asked me to seek halal income. I'm seeking halal income. Khudaya, you've told me to pay the bills, I'll pay the bills. I'm doing it for you. Imagine now, every minute of your work when you go to work is ibadat. Every minute of your 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever hours you guys work, every minute of your working day becomes an ibadat. Now you don't need to think, well, today I did ibadat for 1 hour when I went to Mehfil. No, your whole day will become ibadat. Your drive to work will become ibadat. Even your lunch break, even your breaks at work become an ibadat. Why? Because you have that thing in your mind. Khudaya, I'm doing it for you, for the hereafter. So you're becoming less and less interested in the thing itself. You're becoming more and more interested in the life to come afterwards. You play something, you go to the gym, you play something, you play a sport, for example. Bring it in your mind, Khudaya, I have to look after this body. You've given me this body, it's an amanat. I have to look after it at some point. How will I do my worship if my body breaks down, if I can't function, if my muscles seize up? Khudaya, whilst you've given me this body, I will take care of it, inshallah. Help me to take care of it. That becomes an ibadat. So slowly, slowly, you can train yourself that in everything you do, it becomes an act of worship. And you always have one eye on the hereafter. Always one eye on the hereafter. So now, when we say these kinds of things that, well, I have to live here, what can I do? I don't have any other option. No, I don't accept that. First of all, let me tell you something. We all have an option. Every single one of us has an option to live where we want to a certain extent. To live where we want, to live the way we want. We have that option in our lives. When leaving this world, we don't want to leave in a painful way. So now, a few practical tips. Those things which will help our soul come out easier and the journey to be made a bit easier into the hereafter with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Let me mention 2 or 3 things and then more I'll mention tomorrow. The first thing is how to make this process easier. The first thing is to make sure you educate yourself on the correct aqidah and faith of Islam. You should properly know your Lord. You should properly know stages of this world. Where were we before? Where are we now? Where are we going? Where did I come from? Where will I end up? You should know. You should know, for example, the role of Aimma alayhim salam, of the Holy Prophet, of Janab Fatima. We should know what will they do for us? How are they? What do I need to do for them? So number 1 is the proper articles of faith. You've seen when you bury someone, what do? We do the talqeen of the mayyat. When we put the hands on the shoulders and we shake the shoulders and we say, Isma ifham. You've seen that? Why do we do that? To remind. Frequently remind. So if they need reminding when they're dead, we definitely need reminding when we're alive. So that's the first thing. Make sure you don't leave this world angry with Allah. Leave this world when you're happy with God. Leave this world in a positive sense. Number 2, strengthen your wilayat of Ahlul Bayt. One of the most, no, not one of, the most important thing. Strengthen your wilayat of Ahlul Bayt. How much Ahlul Bayt will assist you in hereafter? How much Janab Fatima will assist you? Allahumma salam. How much Imam Hussain alayhi salam will assist you? How much will Imam Rada alayhi salam assist you? We have no idea. I want to give you this last story for the evening, then we finish. This is my gift to you on this, in this Mahe Ramazan. There was an alim, he was Ashik-e Imam Riza. Ashik-e Imam Riza. He was a total lover, in love with Imam Riza. Anytime he would meet someone, he would say, where are you from? They would say Mashhad, for example, he would cry. Just hearing the name Mashhad. Just hearing a name that someone is from the Shahr of Imam Riza. He was a very simple person, but any money which he could save, he would save and he would do the ziyarat of Imam Raza. In his life, he had done 69 ziyarats of Imam Raza, 69. And then he was going for number 70. Every time he would complete one ziyarat, he would immediately make an intention. Please, you must do this as well. Next time you go anywhere for ziyarat of an imam, you must do this. Immediately he would make an intention. Agha, I'm coming next year. Agha, I'm coming next time. Agha, I'm coming after 2 months. Agha, I'm coming after 6 months. Whatever it is, he would make an intention that I'm coming back. One ziyarat finishes, he's already made a niyat that I'm coming back. He did 69 ziyarats of Imam Raza. When he did the 70th ziyarat, Imam Raza alayhi salam came to him. What did Imam Raza say to him? He says, Fulani, next year you don't come to us, we will come to you. Meaning, now you're going from this world. Now your time is done. Now you will not come to us anymore, we will come to you. And really, after 70 times, he died. Now he had a friend, these two alims, he had a friend, and they had a deal. Whichever one of us dies first will come in the dream of the other one to tell him what's going on. Whoever dies first will come in the dream of the other one to tell him what's going on in the hereafter. So this alim died and he came in the dream of his friend. His friend says, tell me, Alam Ba'das Maut, the world after death, how is it? He says, you know what, I'll just tell you one thing. My first night in the grave was very scary. I was in the grave, it was dark, I was alone, it was cold, it was lonely. All of a sudden, two angels come and they start questioning me. And those angels were so powerful, I became very scared. I've never been that scared in my life. As they were questioning me, I heard a voice. From far away, this voice was calling. This voice says, oh, you two angels, leave him alone. He is one of ours. He is one of ours. The angels heard this voice. This figure came closer and closer. And he kept on saying, leave him alone, he's one of ours. Leave him alone, he's one of ours. When he came close, the angels bowed and they went away. And then he came to me and he said, now listen to me. You don't need to worry now. Those angels will not come back. I've sent them away, they will not come back. So I said to this man, but who are you? Tell me. He says, I will just tell you this much. That was my first ziyarat of yours. I will do another 69 ziyarat more of yours. There are still 69 more that I owe you. And he understood that that was none other than Imam Ali ibn Musa Rida alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala. Because Imam Raza alayhi salam himself says that when you do my ziyarat, I will come to you. At the most difficult of times, I will help you. When it comes to this stage, I'll be there. When it comes to that stage, I'll be there. When it comes to this difficulty, I'll be there. Aima alayhi salam. Aima alayhi salam kisi ka udhar nahi rakhte. They don't keep anyone's debt. They don't keep anyone's qarz. They pay you back. Anything you do for Aima alayhi salam, they pay you back. And how many times they pay you back? More than you can even imagine. So, the two things that I mentioned today, inshallah, I'll mention more tomorrow. I also want to go on to the issue of the family and everything, and the husband and wife stuff. I also want to discuss that, but this is all building up to that, because it's very, very important for me to establish, number one, in the life of Bibi Khadija, when we had that lecture, that you have to trade with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, regarding your attachment to this world. These are all fundamental stages. So inshallah, we will build up to the discussion on the husband and wife and family relationships. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for tawfiq, for forgiveness, for the quick reappearance of Imam-e-Zaman, to bless the marhumin of the sponsors of today's program, to bless all the marhumin of the mu'minin and mu'minat, to help all those in difficulty, those who are sick, Sayyid Ihtisham, Sultan Karmali, his wife, Sister Salma Ladak, and all those others who are in difficulty in this world. Let's pray 5 times Amma Yujib for them. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amman yujibul muttarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman yujibul muttarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman yujibul mustarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman yujibul muttarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman yujibul mustarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Azizan, for the quick zuhur of Imam-e-Zaman, let's have a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك ورحمة الله وبركاته، السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء، السلام عليك يا معين الضعفاء والفقراء، السلام عليك يا شمس الشموس وانيس النفوس، السلام عليك يا سلطان أبا الحسن علي بن موسى أيها الرضا ورحمة الله وبركاته، السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان، السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا مظهر الإيمان، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان، هذا أجل الله تعالى فرجك وظهورك، السلام عليك ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وخائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرزك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. The special program will be starting in a few minutes in the